My name is Jeremy Wade Sears.
John Carpenter.
Matthew Francis.
Dan Bernsteel.
Christina Watson.
Jennifer Chahowski.
Clovis.
Mark Bates.
Samuel Sather.
Trey Bird.
Anthony Joseph Rubin.
Logan.
I'm originally from North Carolina.
Louisiana.
Buffalo, New York.
Washington.
Maryland.
California.
Texas.
Dallas.
Indiana.
New Hampshire.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Hawthorne, Florida.
I joined the Marines 2005.
2006.
2005.
2005.
2005.
2004.
2006.
2005.
2005.
2005.
2005.
2005.
I was 19 when I joined the Marine Corps.
20 years old.
18.
18.
19 years old.
22.
24 years old.
18 years.
I was 19 when I joined.
19.
18.
I was 18 years old.
I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years.
I spent 5 years in the Marine Corps.
4 years.
5.5 years.
5 years.
4 years.
5 years.
5 years.
6 years.
5 years.
5 years.
4 long years.
I've currently been out of the Marine Corps about 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
2.5 years.
About a year.
Or 2.5 years.
2 months.
I've been out for a year.
Year and a half.
17 months.
Year and 4 months.
A year now.
2 years.
I am 24 years old.
25 years old.
26.
30 years old.
24.
24 years old.
I'm 24 years old.
27.
25 years old.
25 years old.
29.
25.
I joined because I wanted to change. I wanted to travel. I wanted to see something bigger than Hawthorne, Florida.
Things in my life just weren't really working, and I had to change somehow. I didn't really know any other way to do it.
Figured it'd be the most challenging.
I wanted to see more of the world.
I was looking at med school at the time, and also I wanted to travel.
Looked for something outside the box, and I found it in the military.
I ran out of money.
Wanted to seek out a better life for myself.
Like the uniform.
A great accomplishment to put my life in danger.
And see a different aspect of life and actually put in work for the kind of freedoms that we have. You know, I didn't want to be 40 years old sitting on a couch being like, man, I wish I would have joined.
I knew that I needed a drastic change, and I wanted to do something that was, really going to take me outside of my box and really push me to the very limits, and something that I never thought I could do. So, the more I thought about it, the more the Marine Corps fit.
The biggest contributing factor to me getting out of the Marine Corps was probably just the lack of respect that I experienced from my supervisors, a lot of my peers.
I kind of want to get a higher education.
The Marine Corps makes you so complacent. You don't want to strive. I wanted to be something better. I wanted to actually challenge myself because the hardest thing in the Marine Corps is just starting it.
I liked my job. I liked being a sergeant, but it was a mix of my wife wanted me to get out and didn't like being told where we could move, where we could live, what we could do.
I didn't have a frame of reference, I didn't understand what the real world was like, and all I knew was I had changed.
I needed something more mentally challenging.
I just wanted to do 4 years. Whether I liked it or whether I didn't like it, I knew I was going to get out.
Honestly, man, I wanted to get out because I just wanted to better myself. You can only grow so much within a certain amount of time, and had I re-enlisted, I would have probably gone career, because at 27, getting out at 31, I don't have a whole lot of prospects at that point. I might as well stay in.
Your supervisors definitely treat you a little bit different. They know you're not going to be sticking around, so they don't really worry about putting you up for awards.
Kind of shun you.
They kind of looked down on me. They stopped paying attention to me.
Kind of trying to scare me, tell me how bad life was going to be in the civilian world.
They kind of started phasing you out. You basically became less than that dirtbag who had gotten in trouble.
I went around the squadron for 20 hours and cleaned the hallways with toothbrushes a month and a half before I got out.
And no one really seemed to care. No one seemed to mind.
And they almost kind of grill you for answers. They say, okay, well, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? What do they expect you to know your entire life story, before you get out. And if you don't know, well, then you shouldn't.
I don't think I can even level either one of them out, make one of them bigger than the other, because I went in, I joined, and it was hard. And I got out and it was hard because I was leaving good people.
It was a tougher decision to get out because I was so used to life in the Marine Corps.
Enlisting, that's going into the unknown.
Getting adjusted to the civilian world, there's not really as much of a guide. You kind of just have to get out and do it yourself, so you have to rely on friends and family a little bit more.
I think people re-enlist for many reasons. It could be that they've started a family and they want to stay in to provide for them and to have job security.
For the security, that's it. Nobody likes the bullshit.
Maybe they want to stay in for the money. Re-enlistment bonuses get pretty high.
I think people re-enlist for stability, for the security, for the paycheck on the 1st and the 15th.
Other people might just be absolutely terrified of returning to civilian life.
Guys join the military at 17 and they have no idea what being a civilian is like.
And some people literally can't make it without someone telling them what to do.
Marine Corps is a very, I don't want to say easy, but it's a dependable lifestyle. People re-enlist because they truly enjoy it, and that's the lifestyle they want to live.
Getting out of the Marine Corps will be, without a doubt, one of the hardest things that you've ever done. But at the same time, we were Marines. We don't live for the easy path. We don't live for taking the easy way out. We don't live for settling and living in our comfort zones.
Look back on your career in the Marine Corps. See what has the Marine Corps done for you, and can you not get that somewhere else?
Put in a good 4 years, 5 years in the military, and, you know, there's better things out in life. There's a whole world to go explore.
I wouldn't try to convince anyone to either join or not join. It's a personal decision that you need to be very sure that you want to make.
It's a little bit more important to listen to your own gut, make your reasons for staying, and if your reasons for staying aren't really good enough, then you should leave. If
you're afraid to get out, you're afraid that the economy is what's keeping you down, is keeping you this, I don't want to do this, I can't do this. You know, it's the same advice that my dad gave me a long time ago. Son, the world needs ditch diggers. You can find a fucking job.
I would definitely encourage others to join, not only the Marine Corps, but any branch of service. It's good to actually see what you're made of, you know, be stressed out, work all day, don't eat, don't sleep, and just see where your breaking point is and watch other people break. You really get to know the human element.
Absolutely. I would encourage all teenagers, young 20-year-olds, especially if they're at home pretty much not doing anything. I mean, there's a lot more you can be doing for yourself, your family, as well as your country.
You're not going to learn anything new about yourself while you're in the Marine Corps, but what it's going to do is enhance the qualities that you already have.
It is a life-changing experience.
I've learned a lot, experienced a lot, and I got to travel, and they can too.
Go with your gut, do it. I mean, you live once. You live once.
A once-in-a-lifetime experience that not everybody gets to do.
What I miss about the Marine Corps is you are never bored.
I met people that I will never forget.
Friends that have my back no matter what.
I miss the crazy people.
I miss traveling.
You know you're always going to be taken care of.
Discipline and the rank structure.
And even when you're bored, you are not alone.
I miss the funny people.
Being able to shoot a bunch of guns for free.
The relationships that you make along the way.
There are people equally as miserable as you.
Just the craziness that goes on.
Working on F-18s the most.
Didn't matter what I did, how I did it, they're always there for me.
I miss the barracks at times.
It's an experience that I'll never be able to touch again.
Damn it, it's a good time. There's always a reason to drink.
Would I join again? Yes.
I'd totally do it all over again.
I would absolutely do it again.
Oh, of course.
I would absolutely do it again, hands down.
Today, this very second. Best decision of my life.
Oh, absolutely.
Still would have joined.
I definitely would.
I would absolutely do it again.
I would join it over and over again.
Would I do it again? Would I re-enlist, leave everything that I've ever known, and venture into the wild blue yonder, the unknown frontier of the Marine Corps? In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Separated from the Marine Corps in February of 2010. Moved back home to Kansas City, Missouri. Kind of moved in with my parents to get back on my feet. Looked for part-time jobs here and there. Ended up getting one at Home Depot and just kind of worked there while I went to school at a community college. Fall of 2011, I actually transferred to the University of Missouri in Kansas City, working on a Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry. So far, I have a 4.0 GPA. I'm doing all the pre-medical requirements because I'm trying to go to medical school. Basically, wait tables on the weekends now. Primary means of income is actually the GI Bill. The GI Bill is what pays all my bills. It's been a lifesaver.
I got my Associate of Arts degree in psychology. I want to get my bachelor's in social work, and I want to help veterans that are coming home.
Bought a Toyota Tundra, and I put a shell in the back, a futon mattress back there, a bunch of camping gear, bought a kayak, bumming it at the beach, doing whatever I want. Main goal in life right now is just to travel the world and go from different national and state parks. Finances are tough. I just travel around, live in my truck.
I have a solid wife. She's taking care of me right now. She's my sugar mama. She's paying me back for those years, I guess, that I was helping her get her master's. So she's taking care of me while I figure out what I want to do when I grow up.
Life after the Marine Corps Corps for me has been, it's great. I took everything that I learned while in the Marines and is just use it to transition into a successful civilian life. I've got a baby girl, I've got a great job, and I'm happy. You know what? Still Marines. We are still part of the greatest thing to ever happen to this country. That's it. You know, 1,000 years from now, when people are looking back on America, oh, cool. They had planes. They had an army, whatever. They had Marines. That's who they're going to look at. No one cares about the Athenians. Who do we talk about? The Spartans. You're going to look at the Marines. That's it. That's history. History says it all.